Hello and welcome to a new segment I'm calling Gear Release Radar, where I aggregate and collate gear news with a focus on how it relates to guitarists like you and I in worship ministry. Number 1, Prymaxe is closing down. The first piece of news is a sad one. Prymaxe is closing down. For the analog pedal enthusiasts, this was a place where you could get decent discounts on gear, which would end up being cheaper than the local retailers. Them closing down feels like an end of an era, so Prymaxe, thank you for all that you've done to drain my wallet and to fill my pedal boards with wonderful gear. Where does that leave us with finding good deals on pedals? For now, what I'm finding is that individual manufacturers provide discounts all year long. So get on their mailing list, enable push notifications on your mail app, and wait for that sweet coupon code to drop. Number 2, Fender releases a switcher. This isn't surprising given that they released the Tone Master Pro multi-effects. The architecture for pedal switching would have been based on the Tone Master Pro platform, so I'm expecting this to be an amazingly well-built unit. What I'm excited for is that this seems to be the middle ground between simple and complex loopers. You have the simplicity of patching in your effects, but the complexity of being able to route them in the signal chain in any order. Additionally, there's a foot switch out with the ability to send tap tempo control, which is always operationally critical for worship players. If the MIDI capability is robust and comprehensive in being able to send out CC messages, we could potentially see the switchboard being able to change presets or send MIDI clock to our worship staples like the strumming pedals, so I'd watch out for that as more details come out. Who knows? Maybe you won't need to save up for the Morningstar switcher and MC6 Pro combo or the Mastermind PBC, which requires what looks to be hexadecimal formatting and then spending hours programming. Number 3, Gibson releases 2 amps. No! Gibson, this is not what players are asking you to make. For background, Mesa Boogie was acquired by Gibson, and so Gibson can now manufacture Gibson branded amps with Boogie engineering and design. I suppose they do need to make good on their investment and acquisition, but Gibson, can you please stick to making good guitars without trying experimental stuff? Robot tuners. But let's try to be fair to the Falcon 5 and Falcon 20. 12 AX7 preamps with 6V6 or 6L6 power tubes and a 10-inch or 20-inch speaker for the Falcon 5 and 20 respectively. A simple, classic amp design. The target market seems to be classic rock and blues players who want an amp that can crank up for distortion, so I'm not entirely sure if this amp fits the bill for the worship player. The biggest need for a worship player's amp is headroom, because you want a clean pedal platform. Hearing how fuzzy the Falcon 5 gets with minimal tweaking, I think if you're in the market for a tube amp, save up for the Falcon 20, which can get cranked higher without distorting and with a rounder, more open tone due to the 12-inch speaker versus a 10-inch speaker. Additionally, the slave monitor output is line level with preamp coloration sans speaker simulation. So you could run a cable into a speaker sim box, load up an IR of your choice, and have a direct tone without the need to mic up the amp. As NAMM is around the corner, I suspect there'll be more demos of the above listed gear. Are you looking forward to these releases? What do you love or hate about them? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.